Growth webinar. Today is December the 1st, 2024, the first day of the first Sunday of the year, the first day of Advent 2024. A few birthdays around. Our best friend and Colin's brother in the house has a birthday today, and of course Listra tomorrow. Many other birthdays. And we say happy birthday to you, brother. Happy birthday to any other person who is celebrating today, getting tomorrow. Love you all. So this is a platform where we share an opportunity which you cannot see anywhere. So if you are watching us on one of the 20 channels, YouTube channels out there, you want to stay tuned, you want to listen to us and get interested in what we are doing, ask some questions. We are happy to share. We are only sitting here today because of you watching us for the first time today. And our topic for today says that the courage to continue leads to unbelievable rewards. And on this note, I will hand over the mic to our big brother and best friend in the house, Marty DeGamo, to launch this session. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, thank you. And my brother from another mother, Collins, happy birthday. He's only a baby, I think. Look at him. Anyway, yeah, you know, I made a mistake and answered my messenger this morning when Collins was calling. And what do you think of this title? And that went on for 25 minutes. We finally came up with something. But anyway, yeah, we talk about the struggle and we talk about resilience and never giving up. And if you fall down, make sure you land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up and all that. But the end of that is, what is the end if you do it? If you're resilient. And I believe with all the stuff that I see and look at and being IT and having very valuable products that are in high demand, AI traffic. And I've been putting this little story together for about 6 weeks now, different numbers and different possibilities. Of course, I get a lot of crap from some people about I'm lying to people, but the point is, I'm giving potential of what could be. By the way, 1 and 1 is 2. That doesn't make me a liar. It still is, and it always will be. The numbers I use were just numbers if that's what the company uses. Why did I say 25%? That's what Ash used a year ago, September 1st. And why did I use $100? Because it's an easy number to work with. Could be more, could be less. But math doesn't lie. If it's 25% of 50 or 25% of 100 or 25% of 500, whatever it might be. But what I wanted to do is the other day, I was going over the big companies in the world right now. Not all of them, but some of the really big companies. Because we always hear, we think we're so unique that we get kicked down and have to climb back up. We get kicked down, we have to climb back up. Resilience and working. Now, some companies, when they're struggling financially, for one, they make enough money that the potential looks good that they go to the market and they sell shares. Now they have shareholders, and that's how they bring up the revenue and bring the cost of the value of the company will go up if it looks like something people want to invest in. That happened with many companies, most of them. OnPassive is different. All the money came from Mr. Mufara. All the money that maybe was not used correctly by other people happened, but he took the whole blunt. He took every bit of it, the kick in the gut, the down, the knockdown. And I know a lot of us, and I'm talking about me too, I'm not putting a spotlight on any person, might think we went through a lot. What we did is we went through time. And that time would have happened whether we were in this company or they wouldn't. Unless you are no longer on the planet, then time is no more. But we are here, and it did happen. And I want to say, for me, and everybody here and people watching, and I'm also talking to people that will look at this company down the road and say, I'd love to be in a company where people care for each other. It's an even playing field, and everyone, no matter who you are, can build an income. And it's not set up for just the skilled, the people that have the craft, the people that have maybe IT background, for everyone. The money was spent, it's still being spent on keeping things very technical, very simple. Bob DeCucci always says, get more, pay less, get more. And that's about everything with the company. I paid $97 6 years ago this January. I got that back times 100,000. In what I've learned, the friendships I built around the world, and potential income for me is off the chart. I might even say what I think that is for me down the road, what I think could happen. But what I wanted to say is, I was talking about these companies that they went through hard times. I mean, hard enough that some of their competitors at the time actually shut down because it was just too hard. And I'm going to mention some of them. You have Airbnb. Okay, they struggled big time. They went through 2008 and they decided, oh, let's make an Obama and a John McCain cereal. No joke. Investors said, we're not playing that. But they got their act together, and by 2011, they were what you call a unicorn company. Means they have $1 billion in value. A year, make it $1 billion. You become a unicorn company. Reason they call it unicorn? Because it's very rare. Tesla, early years, horrible. Like there's some shows with Elon in video back in 2008 when he was trying to avoid bankruptcy. He was personally funding Tesla to keep it going. But 2010, it went out in the IPO, right? Which is shareholders and all that. They raised a lot of money, and I'll tell you what they're worth in a minute. Slack, same thing, struggled. They called it tiny spat, glitch, but as it went on, they got their act together. Even though they got knocked down, they kept getting up, kept getting up, kept getting up. And by 2014, they became a unicorn company. And a lot of these 4, 5, 6, 10 years, stuff like that, okay? Now, Slack did it in 1 year. Twitter, it was a side project. And they were working on it, trying to get it going, and then finally got it together. And it was founded in 2006. And by 2009, 3 years, it became a unicorn company. Zoom, we know what Zoom is. We're on it right now. It was founded by a guy named Eric Yan. He struggled to convince investors and stakeholders that the crowded video conferencing market needed another product. They were like, no, they don't. They have enough. There's a lot of them out there. In fact, OTech Pro guys can name the top 5. But they were there first. And he said, no, they need something new and all that. Obviously, he was right. Now, what helped him a lot is in 2020, the pandemic hit, and people being social creatures had to talk to somebody somehow, and Zoom went through the roof. All of them did. Then you had Netflix. Remember, Netflix used to be DVD. And they were in a stiff competition with Blockbuster. Netflix decided to change and get into streaming in 2007. And when that happened, what happened? Shortly after that, they became a unicorn company. They took, back then when you heard streaming and all that, it wasn't like it is now. Why wouldn't they take streaming? Yeah, we know now, but then it was a gamble. At least they thought it was. But they went and bit the bullet and they did it. Shopify, same thing. Pinterest went through a lot of stuff. And finally, they got it going like it is now with the pictures and all that. And they're a unicorn company as of 2013. MailChimp, I've used MailChimp. It was founded in 2001, and 20 years it took them, and it was acquired by Intuit, Intuit, and they are now a unicorn company. Instagram, same thing. In 2012, Facebook saw it as, well, this is something we should get into. So they purchased it. It's now a unicorn company. Now, what I wanted to say is they went through all the struggles and they stayed. Now let's get into the second part of the title of the show and the reward. The reward. Airbnb is now worth $86.39 billion. It's a unicorn company 86 times. Big, 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 big. Tesla. You'll see now why Elon Musk is the richest man in the world that we know of. That company is now valued at $1,068,000,000. 1 trillion. There's governments that don't make that much. Many. Zoom is worth $24.5 billion. And this was a company that they were told we don't need another one. So they did fairly well. Netflix is worth now $372 billion. And remember, they were fighting with DVDs with a company called Blockbuster. Where's Blockbuster? Excuse me, they're gone. Nobody knows where they're at. And the same Shopify, $115 billion, Pinterest, $30 billion. So you see these companies, and we look at OnPassive. Now I want to tell you the difference between OnPassive and these companies that I just mentioned. Everything in OnPassive was handmade. Everything in OnPassive is deliberately going to be above market value, which means people are going to get a big bang for their buck. And that's what they're looking for. It's going to get rid of the shenanigans, where you don't, an upsell, if you know what I mean. You get in, and once you're in, you buy something, and right while you're trying to pay, oh, by the way, before you pay, if you really want a good version of this, you got to add $20. And you go, frick, I'm already at the artist, thought I had the best version. So you go to the $20 because now you're like, well, and before you know it, they're talking you into 20, 30, 40, 50. That's part of the business that's corrupt. You don't have that in our company. And the other thing, we're not going to have one thing. How many Zooms can you have? There's one. You have Zoom, they don't have affiliates, but if they did, once it gets saturated, what are you going to offer the world and make income? Nothing. And if somebody comes up that's better than them, what do they have to stand on? What's their next product? None. And that's not the case with OnPassive. We do have a product that I believe is going to put a whooping on a lot of the video conferencing platforms. And it's going to be skyrocketing. The difference is, while it's skyrocketing, what's happening? Another product will come out. And if you're dealing with people like Mr. Mufara and the people he surrounds himself with, as you crest the wave, you're on the top of the wave, and you watch those ones in Hawaii, and it's right at the top and it starts to come down, they're going to put another product out. And that wave's going to stay at the top. And as that goes, they put another one out. And during this time, even the ones that originally came out, monthly and yearly, they're going to change on the fly. Why? It's cloud-based. They have to shut down and do it. They change it, you have it. You'll go in and see new things. If you notice about Zoom now, they have a lot of new features. The problem is they didn't build it to add it. So something that should be in this category somewhere else, and you stumble upon it and go, oh, well, I didn't know they had this. Of course you don't. They didn't make a space for it. We're going to have a plug-in thing. Think of a power cord with a bunch of plugins. We've got an extremely long power cord, so anything can go boom, boom, boom. And I'm hoping the IT guys come in and make it more technical than what I just did. But I'm trying to make it simple because for me, I need to make it simple so I understand. And during this time, Not only are they coming out with new products, let's say, okay, I don't know, but let's say they pay 25% commission. Do I believe they will? Marty DeGarmo, don't work for the company. Don't know, but do I believe they will? Yes. Do I believe it could even be better? Yes. Did you hear me? Let me say it again. Yes, I believe it. Do I believe Mr. Mafar is going to pay whatever the most he can legally in all different countries? Yes. Why do I believe that? Because that's who he is. So do I believe that you should have more than one stream of income? Yes. Did I ever think I'd be in a company where I might have 50? Absolutely not. Does that tell you what the potential could be? If you're a multi-billion-dollar industry with one product and you have 50 and maybe 25 of them are multi-unicorn companies on top of that, you get a calculator and you tell me. But I want to tell you something. The one you have, you got to get the one with the extra zeros. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Is it going to happen today? No. That's where people have a problem. They think, I'm in it. I've been in 6 years. I should have $60 billion when it launches. I think pigs should be able to fly too, but no matter how much I wish, it's not happening. Something has to happen. You have to have a sale. But you took the journey. Look, if you weren't in the journey, when this launches, whatever day it is, that would be the first time you knew about this company. And your mind wouldn't be going back. The problem would happen, I'm sorry I'm talking so much, but I drink a lot of coffee and the kids aren't here. But the reason I'm saying, because we are in the journey, we saw everything that's happening, we have an advantage if we use it as an advantage. The problem happened when a lot of us, I don't want to point out names, came in with the mindset of a customer. Well, this isn't working. And when am I getting this? And I don't like that. That's not who we are at this time. When the gun goes off shortly and this thing takes off, now you're an affiliate. Now, and in the back burner on this little tag, you were one of the founders. It's going to mean a lot. Know your business. Take advantage. Find out what you can do to maximize your effort and time. Leverage everything you can do. Take this company, if you've got a golden toolbox and it's got 50 drawers with different tools in it, you should wear them all out. My opinion. You don't have to be an engineer. You don't have to be a mathematician. You don't have to. It's simple. AI traffic. What do? I buy traffic with it. What's it do? It does all the nasty crap that some of us had to do to get one sale. Doesn't think. It doesn't sweat. You push a button. You say what you want, and here it comes. And I believe you set up little targets. I want to make this month in X amount of months and work towards that and go and go and go and go and go. I have my own. And I don't think it's going to be pie in the sky. I really don't. You know, I want to make $1 million a year and more eventually. Why for me? No, I don't need that much. I don't have $1 million spending spree. I got a t-shirt and freaking shorts on. But I want to be able to help other people. And I can't do it if I don't have it other than prayer, which is more powerful than money. But I would love to see things happen because I had a little small piece of it. So I think I'm done. And I know I took more than 2 minutes, but that's what I did.
Yeah, thank you. That was powerful, Marty. Thank you so much. And guys, if you are watching, this session is being streamed live on at least 20 different YouTube channels. Drop your comments, like, and give this video a lot of exposure because so much information and education is going to be delivered here today. So I would like to walk us back from where Marty ever started. He has dropped so many nuggets here and there. I would just want us to go back and then walk down our way again. So at the very beginning, Marty started with figures, 25% and all of this and so on. And he mentioned the stock and so on, and know that those are your kind of stuff. So if you could add your
My
voice
kind of
support,
stuff.
yeah, your kind of
Yes,
stuff.
they're my
So
kind of stuff.
yeah.
Let me give you an example. Let's say, our video conferencing platform for 500 attendees is £100 a month. Don't know, this is just a guess, but if it is, and Marty mentioned 25%, $25, but that's every month. And if you've got 100 customers, that's 2,500 every month. Now that's not rocket science. And you're not telling me that out of nearly 6 billion people that use the internet, you can't find 100 customers. But that 2,500 becomes life-changing for most people, because the average pension in the UK is half of that, less than half of that. That's ridiculous. But I wanted to also talk about shareholders and what it means to be a shareholder and be part of a company that has shareholding, because we don't, and there is a massive, massive difference. Now, we've all heard of all of these giant companies, from Coca-Cola to Nestle to ExxonMobil. All of these companies have shareholders, and they are all beholden to those shareholders. So their main and only goal is to make a profit. Don't care how they do it, they want to make a profit. And some of these companies, bless them, and I'm not going to name any names, but some of these companies use methods that you or I would balk at because they're just wrong. I'm sorry, they are wrong. There's a company in India that decided to take the lake because they could. It's free water. And they converted that into bottled water, and now they sell it. But the Indians don't have any water for their irrigation, for their crops. And they're now beholden to a company that just bottled their water. Now, that's wrong. So shareholders, I'm sorry to say, having been in financial services for 40 odd years, shareholders are bad. I don't like them. Because, as I said, the corporations are beholden to the shareholders. They are keen to make money. That's all they're interested in. We have a different outlook. We have a different theme, a different thought process. And this is more about making sure we have value for money. So Marty mentioned that our video conferencing platform that you could say is a competitor has got all these new little bits and pieces added to it. I wonder where they got those from. I wonder. Anyway, the point being here that we have an opportunity that can be life-changing for an awful lot of people. You don't have to understand how things work, because I don't. I'm not technically minded. Yes, I'm pretty good with figures, but with numbers, but when it comes to the technical aspect of it, I haven't got a clue. So when you have a company that's going to do the bits and pieces for you that you can't do because you don't know how to, win-win as far as I'm concerned, a win-win situation. And like Marty, yes, I'd love to earn $1 million a year, but I don't think I could spend that. Well, I could spend that in a month, but that's not the point. The point is, I'm sure that once I'm comfortable with what I want, that there are going to be opportunities for me to help others. And if I think about this, to multiply this by the million early birds that we have already, and if each of us, for instance, donated, because we're making $2,500 a month, $100 a month, that's 100 million a month going to good causes. But charities take money off the top. We all know that. And most of them take between 30 and 50%, which is, in my book, what's the point in having a charity? And when you've got some CEO of a charity earning 300,000 for doing some figures, wrong. Sorry. So we have a system, or we're going to be able to launch a system that has a different way of doing it. They're going to cover all the fees. They're going to cover all the expenses. So every dollar that you donate goes directly to the cause, whatever it is that you decide to offer your money to. Now that becomes life-changing. Now, we know Amazon has created 40,000 millionaires over 20 odd years. Just think if we have 1 million millionaires within the next 5 years, what difference would that make to pretty much every country? Think about it. If a million of you donated 100 a month to good causes, what difference could that make to countries? Now, that's why I want to be part of this. I don't like shareholders. I don't like being beholden to other people. But when you've got a CEO that wants to create value for money, do it right, you're going to get people that are going to balk at that. And a lot of these larger corporations don't like that. Shame, because it's still coming. He won't give up. Back to you, Comfort. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks so much, Andy. Most appreciated. Unfortunately, I might be asking a few questions today. So this question here, Andy, Marty, or anybody who is inspired can just help answer, right? So you both have talked about like we're using the example for illustrations purpose of us making 25% of, for example, O Connect. That's what we know because we've used it, and yeah. So in the case where I have a customer and they pay a yearly subscription and they pay me 25% of that yearly subscription, is there any other way I can make income, or do I need to spend this wisely while I wait for the next subscription to come next year, in the next cycle, if I'm making sense?
There are going to be lots of different products, guys. So you know, some are going to be paid monthly, some are going to be paid annually. But more importantly, if I've got 100 customers and they're all of these products are under one roof, single sign-on, yeah, and the customer looks at that and goes, oh, hold on a second, I can save my money doing this as well, or using this product as well as that product. Oh, look at that one, I'll add that one in as well. You could have one customer buying 20 different products from OnPassive. So you've got 20 different income streams from one customer. And it might be one product is monthly, one product is annually, one product is quarterly, half yearly, whatever it is. But the fact of the matter is you've got a client. Once you've got a client, you've got a client for life, because if they've got a product that is value for money, and I'll give you an example, our video conferencing platform, when we initially launched it as a test, it was $125 for 10,000 attendees. Now, the nearest closest rival charges $6,500 a month for the same product. How many companies do you think would move across to us if they had a better product at a fraction of the cost? Now they're going to look then at all of the other products that we've got, because they've got value for money on that first product. So you could have a customer that not only brings all his employees across, but also buys every single product that OnPassive comes out with. But even if there's only 5 he takes out of 50 odd, who cares? Because you're earning money on 5 from that one customer. Does that help?
Absolutely. Let me add something to that, Andy. That's very good, Andy. You're right. And the other thing, example, let's say I have 50 customers that are buying the conferencing platform, since that's what we brought up. One of those individuals, there's an offer to pay yearly. Obviously, I'm going to make 25% of the yearly, right? Or whatever the company's paid, I'll make 25% of it. The point is, I'm still purchasing my conferencing platform monthly. And I might have 9 people that don't, 1 guy does, 7 don't. And like Andy said, if you have the right stuff, like for me, when I was marketing, I went to at least 10 different areas to do what I need to do. That means if I was in OnPassive and those 10 items were there, I would get all 10 from one guy, me. That will happen. Now, some will get 1. Some will just be a customer and they just want one thing. That's okay. But there'll be medium-sized companies that come in and might want 10 or 15. And sometimes they want a deal where they can pay up front for a year. Like they might take a month, say, we really love this. The company's unbelievable. They keep upgrading. The value is unbelievable. We save thousands a year and buy a year plan. you're still going to get paid on whatever money comes in for that product, 25% or whatever the number is. As said, we're getting paid. But yeah, you're still going to buy it monthly because you need to pay for it. You need to own it to receive a commission. So yeah, it all works out in the long run. Yeah, one guy will do one, some people do 7, some will do 3, yeah, that's the power that I didn't mention, but I knew it was coming because someone like Andy's going to come on and say it. But no, that's where you start leverage it. We got many streams of income, but you have many people that will use many streams of product. So now you don't have 5 streams, you got 15, but you only have 5 products. You see what I mean? So this goes on and on. That's why it's unlimited. This is the part people need to wrap their head around. This isn't your normal company. By far, it's not normal. So yeah, thanks, Andy. You helped me think of a couple things.
Wow, thank you, guys. I really appreciate all the responses, guys. This is because of the new people who are joining us. I know that those of us who are here, we have an idea, and it gets clearer when they explain. And of course, somebody just stumbling on this would have something to take home. One of the things I learned from Collins recently, which I did not know, was the fact that even when our products, like Ash says, every year or every now and then there'll be add-ons, like Connect will always be improving every other day. They add features and stuff like that. I think these add-ons come with a bit more money, like what I learned from Collins too. So like when you have the iPhone 15, it costs a different price. When it becomes iPhone 16, something has added to it. And so when the price increases, you, the owner or the seller of it, you make a bit of something as well. So I think it's just all good news. Thank you guys for that. And I will leave it open now. Uncle Bob, if you are motivated, go from there. But I have an appeal for everyone. This is so much useful information. So if you're explaining it, we consider people who are watching us from outside. Put this in the most simple terms. Consider even people from your area, wherever you come from. Use the kind of example, down-to-earth examples that people would like, all right, I think I know what they are talking about. Thank you, Uncle Bob.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from Bel Air, Maryland. It's good to be here. To my brother Collins, happy birthday. I don't have a champagne, but I give you water. I give you peace. I know you went to church today. You know what that means. So I hope you have another fun-filled year full of fulfillment. Everything that your heart desires, please let the good Lord that you so dearly believe in grant that to you. And so the topic, I'll just go with the topic because that's what when I read the topic, I was just trying to develop something in my mind. I think the topic says the courage to continue leads to unbelievable rewards. So when I listened to that, I was just playing it in my head, and I rephrased it. I said the courage to continue, especially in the face of challenges, can lead to unbelievable rewards, and when you look at it from that perspective, and then you can easily say that it tells a story about you when you have a courage to continue despite all odds, despite everything that's been thrown at you. It tells a story about you. It tells a story about us. It tells a story about our founder, Mr. Ash. When he stands up and says, I'm going to do it or die, or only God can stop us. It tells a story. That means he has the courage. He has that thing inside him to continue, despite every obstacle that could be thrown at him. When you have the courage, or you have that courage to continue to achieve your objective or your mission, it also tells something about you, about how motivated you are for your own personal growth, because you are stepping out of your comfort zone and you are facing your fears. All of us, including our founder, Mr. Ash, and the people who are working to make this a reality. It tells us that they also have a personal growth and a personal ambition. It also brings out that thing that we've always talked about. Brother Marty just mentioned it. Every single time we speak, resilience. You know, when you have that thing inside you, that courage, you want to succeed. You must be resilient. You know, through all difficulties, everything that comes your way, you have that power, that inner power that says, I'm not going to give up. I'll never give up. I'm going to do it or die. That's resilience. It also creates opportunities, you know. You figure out ways to have opportunities, taking courageous steps, you know, can open doors, other doors. I think Bram will agree with me. And our founder, Mr. Ash, if he's listening, he's going to agree. Every single obstacle that he gets, because of his courage, that thing inside him that says, I'm going to break these boundaries and move forward. He gets more opportunities. He opens wider doors. That's what I mean by having this courage to continue can also lead to opening wider doors. It can be an inspiration to us, you and I, all of us, Brother Marty and Chris. For the past 2 months, they have been very upbeat. You know, they speak to Mr. Ash all the time. They have been very upbeat. Why? Because they draw by inference. Speaking to us, they draw that inspiration from him. You know, that courage, it inspires them. That's why they are able to also come out and inspire. You see the ripple effect. The inspiration comes from our founder, Mr. Ash, through Marty and Chris to us. That's why we're all here. We continue with our zeal to succeed. When I listened to this speech, I also thought of three. When I listened to the topic, I also thought of three people that I've read: Steve Harvey, Winston Churchill, and Dr. King. Steve Harvey recently, he said, everybody has a turn back moment. A moment where you can either move forward or turn back. If you don't have courage, if you don't have that zeal to continue for your reward, you will turn back. But the thing is, when you turn back, you are guaranteed that your mission or your vision, whatever you were striving for, dies. The only time you give it a chance to succeed, to get the reward, is when you keep on. When you have that courage to continue to get your reward. And our famous British Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, said in one of his great speeches, he said, you never give in. Never give in, never give in, never give in. Never give in only to your own convictions of honor and good sense. And that is what our founder, Mr. Ash, and most of us here, because of our conviction, our belief, that thing inside us that tells us, that hope, that something better awaits us. That's where we draw that courage from to go, because we know that the reward is coming. And then the great of all, Dr. King, Martin Luther King, what did he say? He said, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands at times of convenience and comfort. The ultimate measure of a man is where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. It's only the courage within yourself that can lead you to overcome all odds, all controversies, all challenges. And when you have that courage, you continue with that courage, it leads you unbelievable results. And what are these rewards for us? For us, and look at us being part of history, guys. This is the revolutionary innovation of our times. The reward is being part of this innovation that the world has never seen. The reward is us having time freedom, financial freedom, being able to achieve our own aspirations, setting up our goals and meeting them. You want to be a missionary around the world, so be it. This innovation gives you that ability. What Brother Marty was saying, look at the numbers. Let's go to Africa. Let me watch it. And Brother Marty gave us these numbers. I think it was on Friday or maybe Saturday. For us from Africa, look at that first line. 2.2 is just an illustration, yes, but it tells a story. 2.2 customers per day, per month, I think it's about $60 per year. It's $1,600, something like that. I really went online and I looked up the salary of ministers in Cameroon, where I'm from. The salary of a minister in Cameroon, Bro Marty, you might want to know this. If you convert it, I looked at it, the high, I mean, that's their legal salary. It's about $787. So going with, I don't want to blow my, if you look at it, this is the possibility that we're talking about, guys. That is the reward. That is our reward. So I'm going to leave it there, Sister Comfort, and it's great to be here, as always.
Wow, sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, bro. You said a lot, but some things stood out. The fact that being part of the journey is very rewarding. I think all of us who have been in it together, we can agree to that. So thank you. And of course, let's get a softer voice this time around. Men. Let's get a woman speak. Sister Miriam, are you there?
I definitely agree. I mean, being part of this journey, well, what can you say? I mean, there's the person that's part of the journey, and there's the person that's not part of the journey. If you're walking this, I don't know how to say this. If you're walking it because you're with everybody. But if you're part of the journey, but you're not, I'm sorry, I'm not making sense here. Hold on for a second. You have two people. They're both founders. One's walking it, one's not walking it. What's the difference? The difference is huge because one's understanding what's going on and the other one doesn't have a clue. Okay. So when it comes time that everything starts, the one that's been plugged in, the one that's been following the journey with everybody else, is going to flow and they're going to know what they're doing. The one that's not walking the journey isn't going to know what is going on. And it's sad, but I think that person's going to get left behind unless somebody reaches their hand out and says, let me help you. It's there for everybody, but we all have to do our part. So, I mean, that's as simple as I can put it for everybody. That's as simple as I can put it for everybody.
Okay.
Sister
So
Comfort, really
Yes,
quick,
bro.
let me just correct one thing.
Yep.
I said the salary for the ministers in Cameroon is 778,000 CFA, which translates to about $1,200. So I just wanted to correct that. 1,250 about that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, bro. Thanks so much. Yeah. So let's hear from another lady in the house. Oh, she seems to be on a call. So let's hear from Julie Pierre. Sis, are you ready?
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Hello, everyone. Wow, great topic, great webinar. The previous speakers have taken this to another level. But let me go with what I had in mind when I read the topic. Let me start by saying success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. From my first day in OnPassive, March 31st, 2021, it took courage for me to continue. Why? Because after speaking to some relatives and friends, they were not encouraging. So on my own will, I needed to find a purpose. I needed to choose one and get going on this amazing journey that I've been able to experience. There is so much I have been able to learn, knowledge, experiences, personalities, different cultures, etc. and also gain some gifts and virtues. So I choose to being a part of this great company, thanks to our CEO, with the mission of eradicating corruption and poverty. The fact is, life will ever be changing. And so I needed to find my place and purpose and thrive where I have decided to stay. I needed to find a level of comfort in believing that where I am right now is where I am to be at this moment in life with this great newfound family, great-minded and like-minded people. Since I have been able to see the light, I needed to be moving up, and no one can do it for me. I have to be a strong light to remain on course, which sometimes, honestly, is not easy. But remember, courage to continue is what counts. I would like to use another quote here. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity like this one, of being part of this movement, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes. Yes, I said yes, and I learned how to do it later. This was the beginning of a new day for me, a new life. I feel like yelling from the mountaintop when we get there. It's our choice that counts. Choose to make a chance. Choose to be that changeable. Let's continue to heading towards our unbreakable rewards, to our amazing success. Let us continue with gratitude and prayers for each other. Resilience and gratitude is the key. Thank you. Sister Comfort, back to you.
Wow, thank you. Thanks. Yes, I know the quote there comes from Richard Branson, who says, if somebody shows an opportunity, even if you don't understand, pop in, just have a look, before you understand from within. And this opportunity we're presenting is that one that you should just go in without even looking left or right, because it's the best place to be. Thank you, sis, for that contribution. And we go back over to say welcome to our brother Vincent. You've been away for a while. Thank you for joining and welcome back.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Thanks also to all the speakers. So I've been away for a couple of weeks. One of our brothers passed away from our business. He's an account holder. He has 5 accounts. So he's also a brother and friend. So I went down this. He passed away in UK. So we send the body back to Ivory Coast, where he coming from. So I was one of the person who I went there with her to help making the burial, everything successful. So it was a very tough experience, because the first time to experience this thing, but I dealing with everything from sending the body from UK, from the death here to Africa, and then dealing with the company there, we dealing funeral service. So everything went very well, successful, everything was fine. And then OnPassive and those people from our business local, they were all looking to see me, but it couldn't happen because I was so busy, so I couldn't speak to everyone. But at least I managed to speak to one of the leader also locally. We spoke, and some of them, or I would say all of them, want to see me, but I couldn't make it. So OnPassive is our business, is a great company. So all over the world, even when I went to Africa, that showed me again that everyone is motivated. Like Miriam was saying, those who are following up, they know exactly what is going on. But those who are not following up, those even they are not following up. They don't go to webinar. They are not. Imagine, even by this age, someone can ask you, what is a back office? I don't understand. What is a back office? So you imagine some people are not following up. So it's very sad, because they don't know exactly what is going on. But those who are following up, we have to go with them. So those who don't want to follow up, we have to leave them behind, and then the train will go up. So if you want to board the train, you board with us, and then we go together. But if we don't want, we can't force them. We have to leave them. But I know for sure one day they will look for someone, and then they will try to understand and trying to get to the speed maybe where we are, but it will be too late. So those of us who will get time, they can help. But those who don't have time, will keep going on, and then we'll move up with those who want to move up. So this is what happened. So we keep saying the same thing from the beginning all the time. Let's trying to put, because even a few weeks, maybe let's say 2 weeks, I was away. For me, it's like a year because I miss a lot. So I'm trying to catch up. Don't imagine those who miss for maybe a year or 2 years, 3 years, they don't know exactly what is going on. It's very bad. So yesterday I catch up with my brother Collins. He came up, we chat, and then trying to put me to the right level so that I know exactly what is going on in our business. Because so I said to myself, just 2 weeks that I miss, look at a lot of information that I couldn't get. Imagine those of us who didn't cope for maybe, let's say, a year, 2 years, 3 years, is a lot. They have a lot to learn. So it's not our fault. We try our best. Even being here, those people, all of us who are here, is for the same reason. We want to get to the top level. We want to get the latest information so that also trying to tell family and friends, those around us, that it's good to get to the update, also to get together and trying to understand exactly what direction we are going, what we are doing. So again, this is again, we ask people to try to join webinars like I think Bob mentioned earlier. Brother Marty and Chris, they were doing 4 webinars every week. Even being in Africa, I was listening. Sometimes I connect and then I listen. Even I'm not physically here, but I trying to catch up to know exactly what is going on. So it's good to trying to connect and then get the latest information of the business, because it's very important for all of us to get to update, to know exactly what direction we are going, what is going on, and what is happening. It's very important for all of us. So for the last time, again, we ask people, make sure, try your best, at least once a week, you can get the webinar, so many information, so many channel, YouTube channel you can listen to. Even you don't have time to be here like the way we are here, you can listen to the past event or the past webinars, and then also get to update, and then you know exactly what is going on for our webinar. So thank you, Sister Comfort, for the great job you are doing. All of us are doing here. Thanks all of us here, because being here, that means you are up to date, and then you are following what is going on in business, in that business. Then show also that you are motivated, and then you are in. So thank you, Sister Comfort.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much, bro. We appreciate you for giving us the update about everything. Well, they say what doesn't kill you can only make you stronger. I know you would have learned a lot, and we thank God that you went and came back safe. That's important. And of course, let's walk the journey. Guys, this is a wake-up call to everybody. If you ever signed up to this business and you went to sleep, it's time to wake up. And if you are listening to us, and you are not yet part of this, just wait at the door, because we don't know for how long the CEO is going to keep on getting people into this business. So choice is yours after everything. So let's hear from our sister Maya. Welcome, sis.
Hello, sisters. Hello, everybody. It's good to see everyone, and I'm so happy today that today is Collins' birthday, so I would like to say happy birthday, first of all, to him, because he's been such a strong tower, to be sincere. And I want to say that it's a good thing that it's another opportunity here. I was here in his last year's birthday, and it was a good one as well. So yes, Sister Comfort, just as you've said, I want to agree a little bit with Bob, when he talked about courage, being what is actually here, and what our brother and friend Ash Mufara has gotten himself into. Yeah, I would say that courage on its own is not the absence of fear, to be sincere. It doesn't matter if someone is that courageous to do whatever, but the ability to move on, and forward, to move on forward is actually the main issue here, And our brother and friend has completely, shown that. And to if I'm sorry, I'm sorry about that. But I just want to further on say that the brothers, like a sister here, Comfort, Marty and Chris and every one of us here, we've actually shown a lot of courage by being in this business for as long as we, today. To start with, most of us have been here for a very long time. I've been here also. This is my 4th year, and I'm still on. Why is it so? Because I have agreed, and within me, I know fully well that we are in something really good. Okay, and I have accepted it within me, and also gotten my mindset up, at base to know that what we are into here is a big thing. So every step forward that is being taken, no matter how small, is to me a very big testament to resilience. Just like Bob was saying, it's a very big step to resilience. The journey so far may be difficult, it may be, very undulating, but the good thing is that what propels us is the success that comes out in the long run. So we have every reason to carry on doing what we're doing. If we are not interested in this business, I bet nobody will be here, you know. But we've been able to follow up as it is. We've seen so many products. We've done a lot has been done over the years, and there's no reason why we will not succeed, because that is exactly what happens. The rewards of courage, are often very unimaginable. So I would say that as many as us as still believe in this business and stay on in this business, we have no cause to fear. We have no cause to fear. This is really a very big thing, because we, I mean, what else would we want? We are looking for the success of this company, and then the success is equally, like I said earlier on, is very, very almost immediate, anytime soon. We'll have a cause to say, oh yeah, what all the number of years we've stayed on has not been a waste. So let's just keep on being resilient, having courage, staying on, enjoying exactly the game as it goes. On a daily basis, we have no reason to back out. I encourage people, even so many people that I know that are not in my team, and those that are not even in my team, I encourage them as much as I could. It doesn't matter if they say to me, "Oh, my end, this is a bit too long," and all that and all that. But I tell them, just wait and see, because the essence of what you're doing brings huge results. So, Sister Comfort, I would just leave it there, because courageousness gives success. Thank you.
Yeah, that's so true, sis. And I can also testify, she's one of the examples that we can quote here, because some of us know exactly where she started and what she's doing now. It's all about courage and courage. When you pick the courage, you face the challenges, you move on and on and on, you find yourself where we are today, and why not further ahead, because the journey ahead is still long and we have a long way to go together. So thank you. Engineer Mike, are you in the mood to share? Welcome.
Good morning, Mama Komi. Wow, this one today is a big one. Again, my brother Collins, happy birthday. Vincent, welcome back. So good to see you again. I mean, hearing what you faced down there is a good one. So, Mama Komi, what I have today, I will say the concept itself of courage, right? Particularly in the context of you adding is talks it consists of perseverance and also resilience. So it plays a very crucial role in achieving significant reward in various aspects of life, you know. So this idea that I'm talking about can be unpacked or can be gotten through so many themes. Like we can talk about facing challenging, that you face your challenges head on. That is courage, right? So courage is fundamentally about you confronting difficulties rather than avoiding them. You go straight on, like head on with what is there, like an obstacle or a challenge. Then this very process, excuse me, help you to build that character in you. Yeah. So all of this is what all of us that have been so deep in this journey, all of us sitting here and other affiliates out there, we've been going through and will understand what it is. And again, the next point that we talk about is we learn from the failures, right? In this journey, we'll be learning. We have seen even our leader, he has gotten to a lot through a lot of things, and he go back and sit and take a rethink of what is going on. Then he makes amends. Then he continue push forward, right? Then the last one we need to talk about is the continual effort and growth. So when you look at everything that has been going on, you look at the way you can amend, and you look at the way forward, you know, it means that you are living. We had a topic, the other topic we are talking about, the bottom pit, right? To then you from bottom pit, then you rise again very top. And that is where we find ourselves right now in OnPassive, is that continuous effort. So these are the four things I just said again. So facing your challenges head on, you learn from your failures, you continuous effort of growth, right? Then we can say in conclusion, right? If the courage of continuous leads to unbelievable rewards by enabling individuals to confront challenges head on, learn from their failures, commit to continuous effort towards the goals, right? Like our big brother, Uncle Bob, tell us, our CEO is laser focused. He is laser focused for everything he's doing, and that is what we should know. And Makomi can say thank you for having me here today. Thank you very much.
Sure, thanks so much. You are right when you say that facing challenges means, or being courage means facing challenges and not avoiding them. And of course, that's what builds that character in you that people would like to look at. Thank you. Brother Oliver, welcome.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy birthday, Collins. And God will continue to bless you and wish you many more birthdays and give you the courage to continue with this, our journey. There we are. And for Vincent, welcome back also, bro. We miss you and thank God you're back and you went and did a wonderful job. That is our company spirit, and that's the Old Text Pro spirit. And welcome back. Yeah, the word courage to continue to lead. When you even look or listen to what our CEO has been saying, you know, that when we will reach the top, we will create another top. Those were Ashby Farah's words. That makes you to understand that the journey, you must have that courage. You must be with him. You must align with him. You must believe and you have that faith. Because it's that faith that has made it, and with that also the hands of God on top of this, our company, we are where we are today, that any moment he can come out and tell us, this is it. Guys, fill your tank, impact your community, impact your countries. You know, so that is the courage that Mr. Ash has instilled in us. You know, and the journey is not going to be a walk in the park. There's no success story that goes through without hard times. Then that success, I will not believe in it. If you even invite me to come, I will run. It's like when how can I put it? It's like when you have two people, one comes and say, I have experience on this and on this, and in that when he's explaining his experience without any hard times in between, and somebody comes and tell you, I failed 10 times. That 10 times that he fails, he learns every level that he fails. But that person that comes and tell you, I succeeded without giving you that I failed this time, run away from that person. So this is what we are saying, that our own company, when you compare it to other companies, like our big bro, Marty just called the other names of the other companies, their challenges and why they went to the stock market, that we are not going to the stock market. That is a big courage that our CEO took. Now, it is not only because that he got the money to finance it, but he has that courage, and he knows that there will be he knows that there will be challenges, and he tells us that it's do or die. It's do or die, you know. And when you look into the courage that he got also to select the products that we are going to sell, and we are taking no risk in with him. All what he needs from us is to listen. And not only that, he's the one taking the risk, we are taking no risk. We are the ones that are going to enjoy more than him. We are going to be the one to enjoy more than, because listen, he take all the risk. When we start making the molars or the money, you will not pay for no office space. You will not pay for no company insurance. You will not pay for any employees. He needs that 2% that he needs from us. Go to your marketplace. If you see any products there, buy and put and make the money. So this is what the courage also that he has, that we have also instilled, that is going to make us to be what we are going to be, you know. So I will beg and tell everybody, please, with this courage, and for those who are going to come, those who are going to come like the resellers, you guys will be lucky to come in that you didn't endure anything, but you end a better something. So Comfort, I don't really have that much to say. I just want to say courage to everybody, and we'll continue the journey. At any time, we are going to be smiling. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you, bro. Thanks so much. So guys, those watching, especially on YouTube, if there's anything you don't understand, just ask a question in the comment section. And of course, if we find it necessary, we'll definitely come back as soon as possible to answer all the questions. We are just here for you. So, Sister Rita, please.
Hello, happy Sunday. Thank you, my sister Comfort. And I want to say happy birthday to Mr. Colin. You look so handsome, and you shave everything. You look like 25 years old. Continue to do that. Continue to do what you're doing, and God will bless you. And you are doing a great job, and you are helping a lot of people just by words, and so people are getting value out of it, and they are living day to day. Thank you for that. And my brother Vincent, I'm so sorry for the loss. I hope that, you have done also a good job, that you assist them until he's back, and now he's in this place of rest. Thank you for that. My sister Comfort, we are talking about a very nice topic today. So I am sorry, like always I say that when Mr. Marty and Uncle Bob, and so they talk, they take every little word that we have that we are going to share. Because like we put it down and we put it down and say, okay, this is the thing that I'm gonna talk. And then you find yourself that they've already said it. But you know what? It's good that we are still gonna share and we have our different way of expressing it. So I put mine down here. I said, by staying committed to our business or your business, even in facing of the challenges, still you can do it. You can continue if you're committed and determined to make it successful. You have to be there. You have to continue to do what you are doing. And Mr. Ash is already show it to us that he's committed and he's determined to make this business work with all the challenges that he's going through. He's still there. He's not quitting. And he said that, like people have already said, that either he do it or you know what, no way that maybe he died, then that is the time that even if he died, he mentioned that even if he died right now, he's comfortable and he's sure that this business is gonna go. So by continuation and doing that, he gave us that hope that let us fight, let us continue to fight for our business. The second thing is when we face, a setback or obstacles, having that courage can boost or can yield remarkable rewards. Embracing difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning can lead to the unexpected breakthrough in relationship, business, and new opportunities. So by being there, quitting, that means, if you quit, then you lose. But if you don't quit, you are there and you will fight. If you're not gonna succeed today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, by continuation, what you are doing, consistency, it will lead you to where you want to be. That will be your destination. Unless you quit, then that is it. And the other one that is stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm not talking about you comfort. I was talking about the comfort of, so that we love, like most of the people, they don't want to come out of their boxes. They're comfortable being there because they don't want any challenges. They don't want to go through like hardship. And they said, you know what, this is where I want. And this is what most of our people, they are not looking outside to challenge other opportunities because they said, okay, if I don't succeed, if I missed like my 9-to-5 job, where am I going to survive? How am I going to survive? And say, you know what, I'm comfortable with that. And they don't want to touch anything out of that. There is not taking you anywhere. So if you step out, this is where you face the difficulties and you face the challenges and you overcome it. If you associate with people who are knowledgeable about what they are doing, believe me, you will not fail. You will never fail. So the other thing is about belief in possibilities. Whenever people will tell you that, it's impossible. Nobody, for example, in my family, did that. Why do you think that you can do it? No. Yes, we are all relatives. We are all friends and so. But it doesn't mean that if nobody did that, I will not be able to do it. Let me go out there. There is a lot of opportunities. There is a lot of challenges out there. But let me go. Let me try. If I fail completely, if I die, then I know that, I can do it. But if I'm still alive, I will fight. I will learn. I will do anything until I find it. So the reward that I am going to live, this is what I am hoping, and I think that I will do it. If I don't, I want to work very hard in this business. I'm going now to 4 years. I know that I was being back there. I don't talk, I don't do this, but now I am determined that I want to leave a footprint. If it is in my country, if it is in Africa, and even if I touch somebody somewhere in the world, I think that will be the print that I leave for somebody tomorrow to have a good school, especially girls, schools, water, and so. So never surrender. Let us continue to fight. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks so much, sis. Thanks for your powerful contribution as usual. So I see my brother, Brian Crutch. Brian, I don't know if you're ready to make a contribution, and then we'll start the rounding up session with Collins. But let's see if Brian is able to speak. Brian, are you there? All right. I just wanted to make sure that he's there and maybe would like to say something. So Collins, you have the time now, the birthday boy. We start the rounding up session with you. I'm not sure if it's your first time or last time of speaking, but you speak, and then from there, we get a few people to make a few closing remarks for us. So welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Comfort. Just want to thank everyone who have spoken before me. It was a great session anyway, and I listened to Marty, to everyone, my brother Oliver, Bob, Injin Mike, Julie, Andy, everyone, even my star Rita. Honestly, I'm really grateful and humble for all the birthday wishes. It's something that, life is just once. And I always said birthday is every day. Though they say your date of birth is always special, but I see birthday as every day. When you wake up, it's your birthday. Every day God give you a new day, it's a birthday for you. And that's how I see it. But I'm grateful for that. So, the topic is, we talk about courage to continue lead to unbelievable reward. Marty Digamo, formulate this. Nobody say, yeah, we work together. It's true. But Marty was the one who looked at all the topics and came out with this. And I say, yeah, it really makes sense. Colin, what do you think? I say, yeah, this really makes sense. Because I look at courage to continue. If we look at those who came before us 6.5 years ago, they are still in. It's because of the courage. It's because of the belief. It's because of the hope and the faith they have in this company. They came in, they saw nothing, absolutely nothing. But just from the word of one man, the vision and mission of one man, Mr. Ash Mufara, they say, you know what, I believe in you. Maybe they didn't even see the face. Someone just left an audio and they believe in it. It means there was something unique in this business. And God gave that opportunity. It must be something that comes from your heart, because it said faith and hope comes from your heart, where there is no distraction, there is no external distraction. You believe in what you are going in. You said, you know what? Even if I failed, I know I failed as a good person. If I succeed as a good person. But it comfort, do you know what it means if someone distracts you and you fail? All the blame will go to that person. But if you fail on your own accord, I did my possible best, my due diligence, I understand what is going on, and I fail. Your heart will rest at peace. You know that I did my possible best, and I didn't listen to any distraction. We're talking about courage. That is the courage to believe in something that is unknown, something that have never been done before. Even Mr. Ash Mofara himself said, come, I will take you to the top. He knows that there is a blueprint, but he never understands the obstacle and the dynamics and the difficulties. He said, though the road will be difficult, I will fight till the end. I will make sure I take you, a courageous man, a courageous CEO who is ready to die for something so unique. He said, if this is the only thing I can unleash on this planet Earth, so be it. I'll die as a happy man. I know I've left a footprint, and a good footprint. What type of footprint do you want to leave? It's up to you. Do you want to leave a footprint where people will look at you as a terrible person, or a footprint where people will count you and say, he was a great person. He lived something that people can live and remember. Let their name be written on the pillar. It's salt. I look at the bridges on, London Bridge and all of that. Holland, I live and I saw it. Germany, there's people, there's, they inscript names on stones. Those people, they are heroes. Even if they never achieve anything in their lives. Nelson Mandela was rich in his spirit, but he died as a poor man financially. Riches is not about money. It's about spiritual blessing. You die as a peaceful man for for something that you believe in. Martin Luther King, we can call them Indira Gandhi. Look at where they live. You know, we can talk about even the great poet. The one in this thing, I always, when we go through the London Bridge, all of those things, this great person, I forgot the name. You guys who did literature, they always write the names there. Look at the house where he wrote it in London Bridge Close. I always see it. These people, they left lasting legacy where we can read their stories. Chino Achebe, all of them, lasting legacy. But they never die. Spiritual blessing, it is not material thing, because when you are blessed spiritually, material thing is nothing. That is why we look at, you know, David's son, the one who inherited the father's throne. God said, you will be the one to build the temple. Solomon. He said, he knows that there is already riches in the family. Why should I ask for money? My father left a lot of riches. He said, I need wisdom. God gave Mr. Ashford wisdom to build this company. And there is something that I made. For God plans to change, he will rather change human being. OnPassive, or the company we are in, was already written from generation. It needed someone who is really ready, where they will nurture you and form you for you to carry the baton to bless humanity. Mr. Ash Mofara answered the call from the mother's womb. From the day I formed you in your mother's womb, Jeremiah said it. I know you and I call you by your name. He said it. So he was called by his name to answer this call. And that is why he would die for this. And those who don't believe in it, you can take it or you leave it. He never stand on the mountaintop with flashy suit and everything, nice dress. You know, like Jesus said, when you go to a desert, what did you see? Did you see a man dressed in king cloth? No. Did you see somebody? But they say a prophet. He was talking about John the Baptist. A prophet. When God raised you, you'll never come with king cloth, whether you like it or not. You come like a root that have taken is firm on a dry ground. You know, and you will deliver God's mission. Ash is here. Whether people said I'm preaching, I'm just opening a cankerworm for everyone to understand. Good things doesn't come in a nice place. Every glitter is not gold. Those who follow shiny object, they rob Peter to pay Paul. Go to multi-level, go to all of that. They'll tell you there is something here you can make thousands of dollars. Go in. They'll rob comfort and pay Mr. A, Mr. B. And when that person go, everything disappeared. I can do it. I've looked at the algorithm, I learned it, and I know I can build a shady website, hide myself, call Peter, call Comfort, borrow some money from the bank, put it out there, give 20 people and say, go and spread it out. You get this. I've said it to a lot of people. And when I make the money to pay the bank back, what happened? I make millions, I shut down everything. Comfort know the person who brought it. This brought the person. Even if I want to tell Comfort, I'll tell Comfort, somebody introduced me. Comfort will never know that I brought the business. Someone introduced me, and someone introduced me. You never know the owner of it. This is the truth. That's what is happening. Shiny object. People do it, and every day go free, and they change them and come back again. What we are saying here, that this is an AI IT company. It is not easy to build this. It takes time. Will mistake be done? Yes. Things can go out of place, but what will happen is they will fix it and fix it and fix it. We have iPhone 6 today, iPhone 16. Do we know how many versions of iPhone 16 were internally in the company? They discarded and said, no, this is not the right iPhone 16. Until they got the right one, they put it out. We don't know because we are not part of the team. Why we are agitated is because we are part of this magnificent company. And we think like it is delaying, but it is not delaying. It's just the process where they fix things and they go and they go and they go. That is continuity. And it will lead to what? Unbelievable reward. You know, success belongs to those who persevere. Those who are ready to stand the test of time. If you cannot stand the heat of the kitchen, then you go out. If you cannot stand the smoke of the kitchen, clean your eyes and go. And if you cry, I'll only give you tissue to clean your eyes and said, hold your heart, I'll hold your hands until it's ready. So Comfort, I will leave it there. Thank you very much, sis.
Indeed. Thank you. Thanks so much. It's been a wonderful session, and I'm very excited as we take the last round now. So we're not many, so I'll just give everybody a few seconds each, and you drop one thing if you would like to, but you don't have to. So I'll start from the very first person I can see on the screen. Miriam, quick closing remark from you.
I just really have a passion for this, that there is absolutely no excuse. There's none. If you want to change in your life, then change it. If you're tired of the way things are, do something about it. Are you really wanting to change, or are you just a little bit uncomfortable with the way things are? If you're a little bit uncomfortable, you're not going to do anything about it. But if you seriously want to change and you're fed up with the way things are, you're going to do something. You're going to get rid of all the excuses. I'm blind and I can't see what to do. Well, that's okay. You can still do this. I'm not really smart when it comes to technical stuff. That's okay. You can still do this. I don't have time to get on these webinars. That's okay. You can still do this. You can watch these videos. You can watch the webinars. You can take notes. You do not have to be on every single one. There are no excuses. There's none. If you want to change your life for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones, you can do it. But it's not up to anybody else but you. So get up off the couch, get up off your butt, and make the decision for yourself. No excuses.
I think that was a powerful one. There's no need for me to go over it again. What it was they say is enough. Thank you, sis. Uncle Bob.
Well, it was a beautiful session again, Sister Comfort, as always. What's today? Today is December 1st. Happy birthday again to my brother Collins. That was a beautiful message you delivered to us on your birthday. Thank you so much. We're also entering the holiday season. So I just want to wish everybody a very, very, very happy holiday season. And I just want to say that let's just focus on ourselves. Focus on you. Focus on your thoughts. That's the only thing that you have control of. I believe that we are fine. Like my brother Oliver would say if he were here now. He just left because he had something to attend to. So let's just stay calm, stay focused on ourselves. Our thoughts, emotions is what you can control. The process goes, and very shortly we are going to be reaping the reward that we have all courageously withstood the time with our founder, Mr. Ash. Back to you, Sister Comfort.
Thanks, bro. Indeed, we're going to reap the fruit. Engineer Mike, 2 seconds closing remark from you. All right, he's on a call out. Are you ready to speak, or should move over, please? It's all right if you can't.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm good now, Mama Kami. So, for people who are listening to us today that want to come to our company to join us, what I would advise you is you don't need no education. You don't need to be a PhD holder or an engineer or whatever. The only thing you need is to have a multimedia cell phone, and also to be able to connect to the internet. So you should have units for internet airtime, to buy airtime, and you'll be able to connect, and you will join us and we will walk you through the way. Thank you, Mama Komi.
That was powerful. Thank you so much. Sister Julie?
Thank you, Sister Comfort. I just want to say to those of you listening to us and who's going to listen to us later, this is a great opportunity, great company to join us, where you can fulfill all of your dreams. You can make a difference in this world. You can change the world. So please, when Our doors are opened. Come in, join us. If you have questions, ask questions, and we all will be fine. For those of us who are already in, be courageous, be resilient, and just keep on doing what we have been doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sis. Sister Rita.
Yeah, thank you, everyone here. Thank you. You made our day. Some are going to sleep and some are waking up, and we are continuing with our day. So yeah, I just want to say, we have to be patient. Patient always pay us back. So let us continue to do what we are doing. And as say that, continue what you guys are doing, and I am doing also my part. So one day everything will be okay. So let us continue to do and, be together and love each other. Thank you.
Thank you, sis. Mr. Mayan.
Yeah, hello. That's right. Just like everybody has said, success indeed is really immediate. It's a thing everybody has to take note. It's really immediate and it requires time and persistence. That's why we are here. Please, it is so important. But those who press on, don't forget, those who press on often find rewards far greater than they anticipated. So the journey is on. OnPassive is here. We are here, everybody. Please wear your trousers, wear your shoes, whatever, come into this business because we are here to move on. Anytime soon, the door would be open. Thank you very much, Sister Gladys. I'm sorry.
I accept that 100%. I don't
Yeah,
mind. Thank you.
that's fine.
It's
Okay.
all right.
All
Yeah,
right
so
then.
Brother Vincent.
Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. I would like to take the opportunity to thank every single speakers today for this great, they make this webinar happen. So thank you all. And thank you also to all these people, everyone sitting everywhere in the world listen to us. Thank you again for coming and listen to us. Without you, this webinar would not be a great webinar. And also, my last word will go to our founder, Mr. Ash Mufara. Thank you very much, and for the great job that you are doing for us, you and your engineers, wherever they are. We are very grateful for the great job that they are doing. And then also, we pray to God, give you wisdom and carry on doing the good job so that very soon we will all be happy, and then we can do whatever we put in our mind that we want to do. May God bless you abundantly for everything you are doing for us. Thank you, Sister Comfort.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Andy has just disappeared. He was going to be the last person to speak. All right, there he is. Come on.
Sorry, I was hiding. Final words. Okay. We all chase the shiny thing, the business that is going to help us get to the next level in our life. And we've seen many businesses cross our laptops over the years. For me, this is totally different. As you know, been in financial services for many years. I don't know how to do e-commerce, Shopify, email marketing. I have spent over the years thousands on advertising, probably all of which has been wasted, to be fair. The thing that excites me more about this business than anything else is the fact that um, our CEO has designed it in such a way that the company will do a lot of the work for us. So it does the difficult things that I don't understand how to do. And that for me means that I've still got the opportunity to become successful in an online business. And that it's more exciting than anything else, because yes, I'm learning along the way, but it's a very, very expensive learning curve unless you have someone like Ash Mufara who is willing to help us get to that next level. So that's my final thought, Comfort. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everyone, for joining us again today. Thanks, especially those who were on the panel, and of course, those who are watching us out there on YouTube. We appreciate you all and all the comments. And again, if you have a question, whether you're watching this video today, the 1st of December, 2024, or 10, 20 years later, this opportunity is for you. Ask questions and get yourself in. So we love you, appreciate you, and see you again same time next Sunday. Bye. Thank you, guys. Meanwhile, we are waiting for Marty to stop streaming, guys. So if it's still live, so just keeping on. Tell us what you want. Ask a question. Drop a comment. If you appreciate what the panel did, say thank you to them. Encourage them. Share the video you are watching, and share this information, because it needs to go viral, it needs to go fast, so that everybody gets to know this opportunity. Someone is struggling and searching somewhere for this opportunity. They don't know it exists. We have it here. And so you do your part to get this done by just clicking with your finger and pushing it forward to the next person. We are waiting for Marty. So if somebody can help us look for Marty for us to stop streaming, that's when we will finally leave here. So guys, drop a comment in the comment section. And if you are watching, if you're on panel and you find an interesting comment in any of the YouTube channels, just read it out or copy it and paste it in the chat section. Let me read, and let's give shout outs to people. That's going to go a long way. We really appreciate you all. And to be fair, the Heroes webinar, if not because of you all, it would not be happening every week for the number of years that we have been here together. So we appreciate you all for coming. Sunday, 7 p.m., that is GMT, or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, is the time we meet here every week. So guys, do not take this for granted. It's for all of us. It's for you. It's for me. This is the only opportunity of our generation that will take us this far, because people have come and gone with such opportunities, but we have never been part of it. So I am just wanting to say this. I'm making a few comments because we are waiting for Marty. I hope that Vincent, Sister Miriam, Engineer Mike, Sister Julie, can you check for Marty? We will only leave here when he has stopped streaming. So guys, let us know. Let me check. Even you're on Zoom and you think that you want to drop a comment, if you did not talk, you can go ahead and drop a comment, because sometimes it's difficult to call you when you are not on camera. We are not sure if you are ready to speak or not. But then, yes, it's been a great day. And of course, again, there are so many birthdays. Today we had the birthday. We're celebrating the birthday of our dear brother and friend Collins Manor. Tomorrow we have Listra Twa. There were a few more on Facebook. I can't remember all of them by name, but we love you all. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating today. Happy birthday for the rest of the week. Much, much, much love. Today is the first day of Advent. For those who believe in that, go ahead and let's celebrate as we anticipate, or we celebrate Christ. So Collins, you want to stop this call and check if Marty is around so that he can stop streaming, and that's when we'll leave here. So kindly do us a favor and get Marty to stop the stream for us. So guys, we appreciate you. I want to check the comments. See many birthday wishes still coming to you, Brother Collins. And of course, great contribution from our sister Miriam. We should let people know there's no excuse not to know what's happening, because of course we have so much time since 2018, depending when you joined, till this minute, till a couple more weeks or months ahead. You have no excuse, because there's more than enough information. You can watch, you can listen, you can take notes, you can ask questions. Asking questions is a part of contributing, because sometimes if you don't ask only for yourself. You ask thinking that it's for yourself, but the response that comes educates everybody. And everybody's like, wow, I didn't know that. So anything you do in this business, actively involved by asking or responding or just dropping a quick comment, it goes a long way. Mr. Mufore says, you cannot climb a ladder with hands in your pockets. I used to climb ladders when I was younger, so I know what they're talking about. So let's do this together, guys. Collins, get Marty for us before you get in trouble. So
yeah, so Marty is here. Marty is the co-host. I'm the host, so the only thing I can do is to.
So do you want to then close the meeting? Are you able to just shut
Yes,
down
I'll shut the meeting now.
stream?
Yes.
Good. Yes, we appreciate you for that. So
all right. Bye, everyone. See you next Sunday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Happy birthday again, Collins.
Thank you.
Listen,
Yes, but
Collins is the host. He's the one that can shut it down.